Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcoming back to the channel. Today I'll be doing 3 niche fragrances in one video, and this is a big thanks to my dear brother, Mr. Auvik bhai. He has given me this fragrance, I think, couple of months back, but I have been sort of like running around too much, and then I just couldn't do these reviews. I have finished other one he gave me, but these three remain with me, right? So I decided to do them together, and hopefully you'll like them. These three are, these three houses are very popular niche houses. Okay, and maybe one of them is could be not niche, could be like indie. Okay, that is Francesca Bianchi. But the three houses I'm going to show you today: Marc-Antoine Barrois, Francesca Bianchi, and Xerjoff. So these three fragrances are very different from each other. They have nothing in common, and they smell very different from each other, and they are very how to say regal in their own way. But I feel a couple of them are very polarizing, and other one is quite wearable, has this designerish vibe, which is the most easier, less complex, but also very expensive. Okay, so I am not quite sure how much exactly they are. I'm gonna give you the just the price idea. Okay, so I'll start with this house, Xerjoff. So this one is called Comandante, I think. Comandante, I think so. JTC line. So a very like a familiar bottle. They have, I think, only maybe 50 and 100, or maybe there's only 50. I'm not sure. But I've seen these bottles before. I reviewed quite a few, more than words, and some of the other ones. They do appear in this sort of blue and golden bottle, and they have like a couple of like boxes for the presentation. First one you're gonna get the typical, if you haven't seen one, very big box. It says 50 mil, and it says join the club JTC. Here side the name of the fragrance, EDP Eau de Parfum, and pretty similar to the other ones. Okay, so yeah, that's the first box. Second one is the reason why everybody wants to buy these bottles. I think I have to pull it back a little bit to show you these boxes. Okay, these are like literally, I call them like the armrest of some Ferrari or Jaguar car, because this is leather padding, very beautiful. These are very soft, all the stitching work. Oh man, I don't want to drop the bottles. It says Xerjoff, very elegant, very beautiful, and this is why you pay the price. Okay, it opens up like that. Take a look at that. It has that amazing regal presentation, and you can pull it off also. Yeah, so that's the coffin for the bottle, very nice. So the prices on these, if I tell you, retail is going to be a lot of money. I think Xerjoffs used to be this 50 mls. You could buy before for $150, but I'm pretty sure they have gone up to $200+. But maybe tester could be different. So I'm once again telling you, I do not know the exact price point of them right now. So once again, let me show you the bottle very quickly. This is a little 50 ml bottle. I don't know the juice color of it, and the cap is very, very heavy. These are heavy metallic cap. Oh man, this is very hard to take out. Okay, so yeah, like that. And they are faked a lot, so be careful where you buy them from. Let me do a quick spray, just one spray. This one is wearable, that's why I'm putting it on. And they have this little detailing of Xerjoff on the neck. So let it settle down. Let me tell you the notes on this. It has notes like fruity notes, tobacco, florals, honey, vanilla, cedar, leather, spicy notes, patchouli, and labdanum. When I look at the nose breakdown, it gives that sort of a designer sort of feel, because most of the notes, like when you see from Fragrantica, fruity notes, floral, honey, vanilla, leather, these are utilized in sometimes Paco Rabanne, Jean Paul Gaultier. They utilize this and they make fragrances, and their fragrances are quite designer. They are designer, but they have the designer sort of appeal. This fragrance to me is a very crowd favorite, like a very easy to wear fragrance, DNA, the Xerjoff, and I think it opens up very beautifully. It's one of those lesser, like there are certain fragrances like Decant, or I did buy many like Overture. I think there's Overture, and there's Opera. There's tons of them. I could not stomach. Like Lilati. They're not that I could not stomach. They are just not my type of fragrances. Okay, so compared to those, like More Than Words, even that one is more, to my nose, it's more complex and more how to say polarizing than this one. This one opens up quite pleasant. I like that honey floral combination, and it feels like not the most masculine fragrance in the opening. It gives that unisex sort of vibe. And that fragrance, that opening, that sort of a sweet honey sort of opening, the fruity notes, maybe after 25 minutes or so they disappear. It remains a little bit sweet, but you do not get that prominent honey no more. Then you start getting a little bit of that, their leather and the tobacco combination they're talking about, but not very prominent. It's a mild leather, mild tobacco fragrance on the dry down. Very easy to wear. I think all year round you can pull this off. Longevity is all these fragrances are very good. Even like Renaissance, okay, Renaissance, okay, it doesn't have to be a Nexus to last a lifetime. Even Renaissance, they last like a very good amount of time. So Xerjoff, Casamorati, Lira, there are many. I reviewed many, and I own quite a few. So they sort of always have great performance. Mephisto Gentilumo. This one is in that 10 hours plus longevity, but the projection, it's not very heavy. It's about 2.5 hours of solid projection. And I think after that, it continues to project. Like if people come near you, they pass you by, they get wafts of it, So it's a great, easygoing, safe fragrance. But some of you may say that why would I pay so much money to get something that is designerish? A lot of niche houses are doing that. PDMs are doing it. Mansera, Montal, they are doing that. So many of their fragrances started to smell like more reachable, and that's a good thing. But some people may say it's overpriced for what it is, and this is not complex enough for my liking. So there you go. So that could be a good like criticism to that. But every fragrance has strong points and weak points. This one, the weak point is the price point is very expensive for a 50 ml. Performance is good, but then again, that composition, it does not really break any barriers or pushing the envelopes like that, right? So overall, I give this fragrance like a, for what it is. I really like the way this smells, man. I'm not going to lie. It reminds me of some of the designers. I just cannot remember what they are, but smells familiar. Like, what does it remind me of? It's just like comes and goes, like I smelled this sort of DNA before, so I cannot just pinpoint what they were. But it is a designer, high-end designer like fragrance with a great performance. Overall, I'll give this a solid 8. Okay, so Comandante, good fragrance. Mind you, all three are good fragrances here. The second one I'm going to review here is going to be this one. This one, I'm not quite sure how this name goes. Byzantine, Byzantine amber. Please, guys, if you know how it goes, please show it in the comment section. But maybe Byzantine amber. Okay, so this is Francesca Bianchi's, one of those 30 ml extrait de parfum bottles. They usually have smaller bottle sizes, and they are sometimes extrait de parfum, sometimes they are EDP. When it's extrait de parfum, the prices are very expensive. So the presentation on this, I have no complaint. They do give very solid presentation like this, their name, owner's name, and it's the sleeve. Okay, and this is extrait de parfum 30 ml. And then you get that box. Okay, premium, it's nice. And the thing is, they sort of don't focus on the bottle so much, but still I think they are quite nice. I actually sprayed inside the box. Okay, but I don't want to respray this because this fragrance is scary. Okay, I have respect for this perfume, let me tell you, but I think even for a guy like me, like who wear a lot of animalic fragrance like Kuros or like Yatagan, Purom, this kind of fragrances, for me this fragrance is a little bit over the top. Like it's really built for cold weathers. Okay, I'll tell you what I get from it. So this fragrance, the bottle looks very nice. I really like the way this juice color looks. Very, very dark, very amazing. And the sprayer of this is good. Nice little cute little bottle. Okay, so this one features, according to Fragrantica, I think this one features cinnamon, bergamot, geranium, leather, labdanum, incense, benzoin, ambergris, and styrax. Okay, so a lot of this influence of leathery texture, and I'll tell you, there's plenty of it in there. More than amber, this play in this is very, is it a dusky, is it like a word, dusty or dusky, I don't know. It's like kind of a like powdered sort of amber, and it's very powdery. Okay, when I smell this, I get a lot of this animalic tone, and there's definite animalic in this. This is not your straight up amber like a Grand Soir. Okay, that one is very easy to wear. This one, the featured cinnamon, and that I don't get that much bergamot from this. It goes straight up like amber kiso. People compare that to this. Amber kiso is one of that like daring fragrance. I really wanted to buy it and own it, but the price have gone really high. So DS and Durga, if you actually see the price point, I think I don't know how much this costs, but for 30 mil, I think it's going to be expensive, like $100 plus. So in that way, Francesca Bianchi's prices are expensive, but it's extra perfume. You just need literally one spray. But if you really want to split or decant, it's not a very wise decision to buy this bottle. But the DS Durga has multiple bottle sizes. I think the 30 ml, the same bottle size as this, it will cost you less. Whole day I was good, but just moment I started smelling perfume, this is what happening. So okay, so this one, the name I'm not going to, sounds German, okay, Byzantine, I don't know. I'm sorry, sometimes, because when things sound funny to you, like, French, German, so I sound the words I cannot say. But anyway, let's call it amber. Okay, so B amber, let's call it B amber. Okay, so this one, the feature is all about that leather, and the leather is literally not like one of the CH-Men Privé or 1 million-ish leather. This is not a child's play. This is not a like compliment garner, like you go to regular younger girls and you smell like this and you look a little bit old. They may confuse you for a serial killer or something like that. I'm just telling you straight up, that's what it smells like. It's not my favorite, okay, and this is not the juice. I would say, like, it's polar opposite of Comandante, okay. Simple, okay. This is very easy to wear, lovey-dovey. This is very difficult to wear. You literally need personality to wear this. Gucci Guilty Absolute, that fragrance is one example. It smells like war, bloodshed or something, like like a hospital floor. This one not quite like that. It's, I'm pretty sure, is that that's the fresh spray I did of that Xerjoff, okay, that's causing that cold. Anyway, so the disturbance, fragrances, man, horrible. uh okay, so in short, and not being so sweet, for me this one is a pass. If you do not live in Siberia or somewhere the weather is -50, -60 degrees, there's no way I see people pulling this off, unless you really are a gutsy guy, you wear heavier perfumes. For me, I'm a Kuros wearer, I would not dare wear this, okay. This is very, very strong and very animalic, and definitely you should sample this before buying. Overall, my liking, I'll give this 7 out of 10 out of respect, but not my type of juice. So in a way, Xerjoff is like more favored than amber. But last one, this is fragrance. I did I think 2 reviews from this house, which is Ganymede, and I think there was B60 something, B600 something, I forgot that name. And those are not my bottles. These are fragrance houses I cannot afford, okay, and I'll tell you why. Because the price point is so expensive for 50 mil of these. They are literally like insane, $200 plus for like $230 for 50 mil of Ganymede, and the extra is even more expensive. Anyway, let me show you the presentation first. It comes with this kind of a sleeve outside the box. It is on the box, and this is the box. Okay, I think he bought this fragrance, I think partial maybe. This was 100 million. So when you put this sleeve on, okay, it looks something like this, okay. Marc-Antoine Barrois, this is called Encalade, I think, maybe Encalade or Encalade, okay. So anyway, I'm not very good with these names, but this one, the price is insane, but so is the performance. All these 3 fragrances out of the 3, this thing is insane in performance. This is extra papa, right? Last a very long time. But if you put one of this Marc-Antoine Barrois, Ganymede or whatever, if I could afford, I would just put one spray and never wash my clothes, okay. Yeah, because they literally can last up to a week, and I'm not joking. If you're looking for that kind of fragrance, you can try this house. But this fragrance has interesting notes. It has a rhubarb note. It has a cedar, vetiver, sandalwood, tonka bean, and leather, according to Fragrantica. The bottles are nice. I think he got it about 60 ml and he used a lot of it. And I'll tell you, my humble suggestion or tip would be, do not put more than one spray under, like under the shirt one, maybe one over the shirt. That's it. If you put too much of it, people are gonna choke. Okay, okay. Oh man, I just smelled it once again. Okay, this fragrance is strong. Okay, it reminds me of Ganymede in a way, but it also reminds me of fragrances which are cold. Okay, the rhubarb is causing that coldness, and it's like steel mineral, like a very cold substance, or a like metal object. Okay, this is was the first thing I get from it. It reminds me a little bit of how Acqua di Essenza used to be. It had this I don't know what note it was. It gave this sort of like a blood smell, like what Jeremy said, I could say it, and kind of like cold, okay. That feel, this thing is giving me that. And it's spicy. The rhubarb, the cedar, apart from this, it's very spicy. So this is not anybody's cup of tea. Apart from the Comandante, these other two, I would definitely not blind buy. Definitely not, because it's expensive. Second thing, for me, I think these are very daring fragrances in the cold weathers. Very cold weathers near 0 degree, 2, 3 degrees. Yes, they will be beautiful. But if you wear them in summer, good luck to the colleague next to your cubicle. Okay, they're gonna smell you. But I'll tell you one thing, it smells nice on other guys. Okay, other people when they wear it, like one of my brothers, we had a meetup like last year or so. His name is Shadin Sharir Bhai, and he's one of my like favorite fragrance owners, no, not owners, favorite fragrance collectors, as well as a personality. He had massive like collection. He had everything. I could not think of a house that he wouldn't have, especially niche. And I think he was wearing this fragrance when he came to a meetup, and I could smell him when he was at least like maybe not 100 feet, yeah, around maybe at least 50, 60, 70 feet, okay, or at least 100 feet. When he's entering the like a Milano, there's a restaurant and they have AC, right? So I could smell him. I was like, who's wearing that fragrance and what is it? I thought Ganymede, and I asked him. He said this one, and he's like wearing only 2 to 3 sprays. So this is called impression. Okay, these are literally very unique. Definitely uniqueness. Okay, this one maybe not. These two uniqueness, it's very good. If you really want to stand out in crowd, you can try them and wear them. But if you're that guy, you don't want to take risk, this one would be a pass for you. Okay, so longevity on this is 20 out of 10. The amber is also same, 15 out of 10. The Commandant, as I told you, 8 out of 10. So I give, despite the fact that I would not buy or wear this, but I prefer Ganymede over this, which is, I think, a little bit more. This is kind of like a smoky, that dry vetiver. Everything is just dead about this fragrance. When you wear it, you are not smiling. Okay, Grand Soir is so much more crowd favorite than this in a way, because I don't know. I'm just giving you a comparison, right? So if you want to smell like you don't care what other thinks of you, other ones think of you, it's okay, absolutely fine. It's a man's man fragrance, but I have respect for it, but I will respectfully pass on this. I go with Ganymede better, okay, because I'm used to that DNA. So this one I'll give it 9 out of 10. Okay, so 8, 7, and 9. Okay, I think that's the final thought I would give. I don't know. I don't remember what I gave this, but price point wise, they are not recommended to blind buy. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Auvik bhai. And I'm actually not in a good spot. Like I don't know what I'm doing nowadays. Like sometimes I just don't want to do reviews and stuff, and I'm actually avoiding public meetup and all that. Just want to be okay. Maybe it's the winter, but anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and sorry for the long review, but I wanted to talk in details. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Let's do a couple more videos. Take care.